this is your girl Niy and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you, and if you are returning, what's good, fam? I hope all is well in your world. Today we are doing another lock video. It's been a minute, guys. It has definitely been a minute since I put any lock content out. If you're new here, I do content for locks, lifestyle, spirituality, healing, all of that. But a lot of people have found me from my lock content because that is what's been blowing up. So I'm very grateful. If you have watched any of my previous lock videos, I'm so happy to have you here for another one. So as you see, we have a new color. Okay, period. This is, what did I say I was gonna name her? Sweet berry or juicy berry? I think it's juicy berry. I think I like juicy berry, like juicy. Hey. So I dyed my hair recently, and I actually filmed the process as well too. If you guys have checked into any of my previous vlogs, I know my birthday vlog I had like a blonde color with a little bit of pink, so I was not feeling that at all, and I knew it was time for me to darken up and do something fun for the fall. So this is what we came to. So if you're interested to see how I was able to achieve this color, go ahead and watch this video and tune in till the end, where I will be doing a little bit of a recap and not a recap, but like a, what is it called? An update. There we go. An update on my locks and my locking process thus far and how I've been feeling about them. So if you are interested in all of that, go ahead and tune in, and I'll catch you guys at the end. All right, y'all, let's get into these locks. As you see, I have my blonde, pinkish, whatever going on prior to starting. We're going to be using Kiss Tintation in the color Magenta as well as Fuschia. Got our supplies, our bowl, our cap. We're gonna go in first with the Magenta. So this is a color that we'll be applying directly to the root and about halfway through the locks. We'll be using the Fuschia later on for the tips. I am rubbing it in as I go just to make sure that those locks are saturated with the color. Now we're going in with the Fuschia, which we see is a little bit lighter than the Magenta color. You can't see much of the contrast when you're applying the color, but you can definitely see it once it has dried. So yeah, doing the same process, just making sure that we have those locks fully covered in the color. Okay, we are completely done applying the color. Next, I'm just gonna put on this processing cap and let it sit for 15 minutes. I completely forgot to put on the pre-color treatment prior to getting started, but I did remember to at least apply the aftercare treatment once we rinse the color out. And now I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my retwist. For the retwist, I will be using the Style Factor Lock Booster Gel, and this works best with dry hair. Once I section the lock, I take a little bit of the gel and work it through the new growth at the root. Then I just take my little dollar store comb here. It's my old reliable, it just works. And I get to wrap in. So I twist it around clockwise, and then I do an additional loop once it's done just to secure the root. and then I just apply my little clip. Okay, so I'm just going to show you guys that process a couple more times. This time I am working at the edge, so I will be applying a little bit of my Style Factor Edge Booster, Edge Control before I go ahead and get started. So I'm doing the same process. This time I am focusing a little bit more of the body of the lock. So you saw me do that kind of two-hand twisting motion. Don't really know how to describe that, but you see what I'm doing. You see it. Actually, I think they call that a palm roll. So a little palm roll motion. So we are all done. I will let you guys know that it takes me about an hour and a half to retwist my entire head, and I have about close to 100 locks. Okay, so next we are going to sit under the dryer for a little bit. My least favorite part, because y'all, this dryer gets hot as hell. Okay, and them little metal clips, baby. It be getting real toasty under there, but I am going to sit under there for about 30 minutes. After I'm done under the dryer, I'm gonna go ahead and take out all of the metal clips. Next, I will be applying a little bit of setting foam. I'm just using this one here. You don't really have to be particular about whatever one you want to use. Like, it really does not matter. Make sure you are focusing on the roots and get back under that dryer for a little bit. And here are the end results. Get into it, yeah. This is Juicy Berry. I'm feeling it, as y'all can see. Alright, y'all, so this is the finished product. This is the color, completely dry. These are the roots after the retwist. They're still holding up pretty nice. I will say it's been a week since I filmed, so it's been a week since I did the color and retwist. So this is what it's looking like. I am one of those people who, it's not that I don't like my hair when it's freshly retwist, but it's something about like that first 1 to 2 weeks after a retwist, like them locks be hitting different. They just be looking so like just really lovely. I'm not really into the whole clean look. I really like my locks to look like locks. That makes sense. Even when I had faux locks in the past, I used to like them when they were like a month or two in, because they started to look like real locks. But anyways, this is the final product. This is what Juicy Berry is giving. Is she giving, y'all? I'm obsessed. This is probably my favorite color that I have done on my locks thus far. I feel like I say that every time I do a new color, but something about this color, like as soon as I rinsed it out, I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Where has she been all my life? I wanted something a little bit darker, a little bit more fall-like, and of course, I wanted to stick to my favorite color, which is pink on my hair. I love the pink. Even though the spicy ginger was definitely given as well, it's just something about the pink. I love pink hair. I remember my first time dyeing my hair pink was actually in high school. I begged my mom and she allowed me to get a little pink streak in my bangs, and it was very similar to this color actually. It was probably a little bit lighter, not as like berry-like, but love pink. It just does it for me. But anyways, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update of my locks and how I've been feeling about them, and also give you guys a few tips for anyone who has starter locks or little baby locks, as I like to refer to them as. Little baby locks, you know, not quite mature locks yet when you're in that in-between stage. So I am currently a year and 8 months into my lock journey. I started them on February 14, 2020, Valentine's Day. And here we are. It is October 2021, and I cannot believe how much growth we have had in such a short period of time. Well, it feels like a short period of time. I know it's been a little minute, but you know, growing out your hair, we all know, like, that process is not easy. If anyone has ever attempted to grow out their hair, they know it takes some time. So definitely the same with the lock process as well. I have definitely found the right products and things that have really helped me with the growth process. which there's a couple products I believe I mentioned in the video. So but aside from that, like, I've just really been loving them. I have become completely obsessed with my locks, honestly, within the last few months. And I feel like there's a few reasons why, so I'm gonna just give y'all some tips. Tip number one, get you a bomb loctician. Like, get you a loctician. Even someone like myself who refers to himself as a kitchen beautician, you know, because I really can do it all. I used to do my natural hair, my weaves, sewing type, you know, hair. Like, I can do quite a bit when it comes to hair, and I feel like that's truly a blessing to have that versatility to be able to, you know, maintain your own. But there is genuinely nothing like going to get a service done, you know. It's like, just because we can do it ourselves doesn't mean that we should not go and enjoy someone doing it for us from time to time. And I saw that when I started going to loctician, I was less frustrated when it came to my locks. I didn't think about them nearly as much, like in a negative view. I actually enjoyed the process of getting them done. And it just really turned my whole perspective of this lock journey around. In addition to that, tip number two, I would suggest for people who have starter locks or, you know, the little baby locks, is to try a style. Try some type of styling to them aside from just wearing them out, you know. Whether it be you do like a cute little updo or a little half up, half down, whatever it may be, you know. Find you a loctician who specializes in styling as well, because that is going to be something that is going to have you kind of worrying less about what you're going to do to your hair on a daily basis. There's nothing better than like waking up, taking off my bonnet, and my shit already done, you know. I might just lay these edges and go about my business. It's nothing. And I love that. So that is also a way I was able to keep my look together in the midst of my hair transitioning into a longer length, you know. I'm finally at the length now where I can almost put it all up in one ponytail. Not quite, you know, but that half up, half down is given now, you know, because I got that length in that pony. It looks really good. So try some lock styles out. Try some barrels. Try some updos. You know, there's a lot of different lock styles out there. I get a lot of inspiration like on Pinterest. Actually, it was so funny. The last time I went to my appointment, I was on Pinterest and a picture of me actually popped up. So I was like, oh damn, that's crazy. I'm out here being somebody's inspo, you know, still looking for inspo on a daily basis. But yeah, so get you a loctician, try you some styles and try you some updos, and be patient. Like, honestly, be patient. When I started my lock journey, it was probably after awakening number 3 or 4, and I was really excited to embark upon this new journey as I was also starting to heal myself. You know, I love having my locks because I feel like they're literally a visual representation of what my growth has been like internally as well as physically. So it's super cool because just like your healing, it takes time, it takes nurturing, and it truly does take that patience, you know, in order for you to reap the benefits of it. So the more that I feel like I pour into myself and healing myself, I do the same for my crown as well. You know, I'm pouring into my locks, I'm loving on them, you know, I'm speaking positively of them versus, you know, me feeling some type of way about them, wanting to cut them off at every 5 seconds, you know. Now when I look at them, I'm like, oh my God, look at my babies. They're growing. They are doing so well. And I feel that way about myself. That's how I talk about to myself. You know, little baby, you doing good. You are healing. You're getting better. So when I look at the mirror, it's just like a constant reminder of like, look at what time does when you truly are doing the work and putting forth the effort. So I love that I can look in the mirror and I look at my locks and they truly do remind me of how far I have come. And let me not get emotional. No, because y'all know I'd be crying all the fucking time, but I promised myself I was not crying today. Okay, we having a good day. Even when I cry, we still have a good day, but I'm just like highly emotional. But yes, I am just so pleased with my experience thus far. And even the moments where I wanted to cut them off, I'm so happy that I stuck it through. Even my dad had made a comment the other day about how long they were getting, and he was like, I'm so happy you decided to stick it out, because you know you be fickle as hell about your hair. And I'm like, you know what, yes I am, but don't be throwing shade, sir. No, it's like, no. But it's been great. You know, people I haven't seen in a while, when they see them, they're just like, wow, look how long they are getting, you know. And that's where I'm at within my journey. You know, I've hit that 1 year mark. We'll be at 2 years before you know it, and it's, you know, it's all downhill from there. It really is. I feel like the girls who be like 2 to 3 to 4 years in, ooh, them locks be just so beautiful. They have that length, they're happy, they're confident about, you know, how they look. So yes, another thing is I am still open to the idea of possibly combining my locks. One thing I will say is that prior to me starting my locks, I didn't have too much knowledge of what sizing I wanted for them. I knew I just wanted like kind of like a medium size, but I was not considering the fact that I do have different textures in my hair. The front of my hair is a lot not thinner. Well, yeah, technically it's a totally different texture of curl in the front, so it caused my locks to be a lot thinner than the ones in the back. I'm probably like a 3C 4A in the front and a 4B in the back. Like, I think that's about it. So then I'm having to take into consideration of me coloring it, and that definitely does do a little bit of damage on your hair, not gonna lie. You know, I feel like my locks have been able to be healthy due to the products that I'm using and just being really super attentive to them. But just a lot of things to consider. So now I'm at a phase where I'm starting to get that length, and I am considering possibly combining them, or just combining certain locks so that the widths are like the same. It's like more cohesive. But I will say the longer they're getting, the thicker they're getting as well too. So the ones in the back are not the only like juicy ones. I got some in the front too. I'm super proud. These were like little twigs, and now they like actually look like locks. So just stick it out, you know, be patient, go through the process. It will all come together eventually, and you'll just be super happy with your end results, you know. And as long as you're not comparing your locks and your journey to someone else's, and truly embracing you know, what your locks look like, and loving them for what they look like, and not trying to compare them to what other people's may look like, I swear that that was the game changer for me. Now I love my locks for their individuality. You know, they fit me. They just look good on me. You know, it just works out. But definitely still considering combining them at a later time. I'm just gonna let them grow out a little bit longer and see, because they may just take on the width that I think is appropriate for them. We shall see. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. I just want to thank all of you guys for your constant love and support. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future, and please like and comment as well. Honestly, I want to do something different. I want everyone who is locking their hair, or beginning their journey, or embracing and just starting to love themselves, leave some positivity down below for the next person. Because honestly, I feel like when it comes to something like locking your hair, it can really do some damage on your just how you feel about your own image, and how you may feel about yourself altogether. Or if you're healing and you're going through that, let's just spread some love. I want to see some affirmations. I want to see some positivity all up and down these comments. You guys provide some really great advice as well too, and just always spreading some love. So I want to see that to help the next person out there who is embarking on this journey, whether it be healing, other locks, whatever. Let's spread some love. That's what I want to see in my comments. Let's spread some love. That's really all I'm here to do, for real. I just want to hype y'all up. I want you to feel good about yourself and the person that you're becoming, because baby, you are already there. Period. It's all coming together. So I just want to say I love you all so much. Thank you again, and I hope to see you in the next video.